Jonathan Aguilar here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're down here in Epping at the new Peacock Gym. Delighted to be joined by the founder and owner, Martin Bowers. Martin, how you doing?
I'm fine, Jonathan. Yourself?
Yeah, very well. Pleasure to be down here. Really nice facility. Very different from the one in Canon Town. I spoke to your brother Tony earlier. He said this move's been, you know, it's been a long time coming. Just talk to me about sort of the move here to Epping.
What, from Canon Town?
Yeah.
Well, as Tony probably said to you, it's been a long time coming, but we've probably had it in our backs of our mind for about 3 or 4 years now. What with work commitments and just your general pressure of your normal days, we don't always get round to doing it, or we didn't always get round to doing it. But due to the lockdown, we was again, I don't like to say it because a lot of people find it hard during the lockdown. We was fortunate enough to have that bit of time on our hands to actually get the plan moving.
For those that don't know, it's an incredible story, and if we had a bit more time, we'd go through it all. But just explain sort of the early beginnings of the Peacock and how you got to the point where you got to at Canon Town, because it wasn't always like that.
What, the gym at Canon Town, or
originally sort of building the Peacock? It didn't start at Canon Town. I know you went through a park.
It actually started at Silvertown, where we was born and bred, and our family comes from. We was at Silvertown, so yeah, Silvertown.
What was sort of the early days like? I know you started off in sort of a pub, is that correct?
Actually, we started off in a classroom in Drury Road School, which is no longer there, unfortunately. It's took down to make way for London City Airport, to the right of London City Airport. And it was the school that we went to as juniors, like infants, and what it was, they had a youth club in there. We had a room in that youth club, so it started in a classroom.
What are your standout memories from the Peacock in all the years? I know you've had so many champions train there.
To be fair, most of my standout memories are all community things, because we've been lucky. All through that time we've had a lot of really good people around us who have helped us along the way. So, although boxing is our passion and everything, and everyone from the area, as in Canon Town, Silvertown, East London, have always followed boxing. It's something that's ingrained in them.
How much has it done for the community in East London? Because I know at the start, reading up on it, you guys said that it needed something like a boxing gym.
I think all areas need a community hub. Whether it's a boxing gym, whether it's a football team you follow, whether it's a cricket team, whatever. I mean, whatever brings your community together. I can't just say boxing is this wonderful thing, because even though it's whatever brings your community together, and boxing fortunately brings our community together. During that time we've had football teams and different things, and they bring people together. Listen, wherever brings people to a club and gets them socialising and meeting people from different cultures and different backgrounds, you can't beat it.
And just on the people that have been in the gym, I know Floyd Mayweather did an open workout there. You've had the Klitschko's in. I think I even saw an Instagram video that Devin Haney uploaded of him years ago.
Listen, we've been fortunate over the years because of the unique position that we're in Canon Town. We get lots of different people coming along. Like Lennox Lewis is from Forest Gate, which is basically 2 minutes from us. So Lennox has come there. Frank. We've just been very fortunate.
Just touching on Daniel Dubois, obviously fighting on Saturday night against Ricardo Snijders, late replacement. With that Joyce fight coming up, I guess it's important to just get some ring rust off.
Listen, like everything, Joe done well. Joe done his job. We've got to do our Saturday night to make sure that fight happens. But we can't take our focus off the fight Saturday night. That's all we've thought of, and that's all we've talked about. Obviously, yourselves and other press people are always going to ask either me or Dan about that fight, and it's a great fight. It's a fight that we all want to see, but we've got a job to do Saturday night, and we've got to be very professional and keep focused on that. When we get past that, then we'll talk about Joe. But like I say, Joe done his job, and he's done a good job of it. Whatever you say, that's Joe's style, and that's how he beats fighters. So good luck with him.
How's this training camp differed from any previous ones with all the restrictions?
At first it was a bit of a concern, but as we've moved on, we've just got used to it. That's our everyday procedure now. Like I said, every night Dan will send his temperatures in. Every morning before he comes to the gym, he sends his temperatures in. It's a routine. It's like everything. Once it's carved in stone, it's in our routine, not a problem. First of all, it's a shock to the system, but it's part of life now.
What do you want to see from Saturday night from Daniel?
A win.
It is exciting though. He's 22 years old. He's got seemingly sort of the world ahead of him. Good ratings in the governing bodies. It is exciting to see what could be in a few years, isn't it?
Listen, it's like all boxing. It's a journey. You know what I mean? And it shapes as you go along. It shapes. That's all I can say. We'll see, won't we?
Just want to touch on Saturday night. Obviously, we saw quite a big shock. Alexander Povetkin knocking out Dillian Whyte. Can you just talk about what was going through your head, sort of the first few rounds, and what happened when we saw the knockout?
Well, to be fair, I probably had it closer than the Sky TV commentators. But listen, everyone sees it different, and that's what's so great about our sport. We all see it different. That was at an elite level and a very high level. So, you know, and Povetkin's been operating at that level for many years, and rightly so, because he is that athlete. I just thought it was a great advert for boxing. I mean, to see someone get off the floor, as much as it hurts me to say it, because obviously I should be going with the English fighter because that's where we're from and that's what we want to see. But I've always rated Povetkin. I think they're a class act, and I really enjoyed the fight because I could sit there as a spectator and a fan. I mean, if I was more heavily involved in it, obviously I'd be pulling my hair out. But you know, what a great fight.
Yeah. And it was just an incredible shot that he pulled out, to the way he set it up as well.
Well, I think that, you know, like I said, they're very professional. They would have drilled that and drilled that, and luckily enough it paid off. But to get off the floor after going down twice, you know, I've got nothing but admiration for him. And personally, I think it's one of the best knockouts I've ever seen. Sorry about that for Dylan, but I mean, that's boxing. That's heavyweight boxing. Listen, a split second, as quick as that, it changes, and that's why people love it.
Looks like he's going into an immediate rematch. Do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know. We'll see. Listen, I'm not involved with Dylan, and you know, they'll do what's best for Dylan. Can't comment on that.
One more I did want to get your opinion on, Martin. Should be another rematch in late December, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. What, in your opinion, does Deontay Wilder have to change to have any chance in this third fight?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know how you beat Tyson Fury. I don't know. I don't think no one knows. Listen, Tyson's an enigma. He is a one-off, and our lucky. It won't be till like 10 years down the road when people will appreciate him. I'm loving everything he's doing. What he's doing for British boxing, I'm loving him, and we're so fortunate to have two people at the top of the game, him and Anthony Joshua, who we can call our own. So I can't argue with that. I can't. You know, I'm just like everyone. I'm looking forward to it. But for Deontay, you know, Tyson's my man. I think he's so good.